Nobody really tells people over 60 that vegetables can help rebuild muscle. Most advice goes in two directions: eat more protein, do more strength training. And yes, both matter a lot, but there is another piece that often gets pushed aside, and that missing piece can change everything. Certain vegetables help decide whether the protein you eat actually gets into your muscles, whether your muscle cells can answer that protein, and whether the hidden inflammation wearing down your muscle fibers every day finally starts to calm down. So no, vegetables are not just a side item on the plate when it comes to age-related muscle loss. In many cases, they are doing the heavy work behind the scenes. Muscle loss after 60 has a medical name, but what matters more is what it does to daily life. It makes stairs harder. It makes balance shakier. It makes lifting bags, getting off the couch, opening jars, and walking long distances feel different than they used to. This decline can begin quietly in the mid-50s and become far more serious in later years. But here is the hopeful part. It is not just fate. It is not some locked rule of aging that cannot be touched. Large studies following older adults for years have shown that people who eat more vegetables rich in nitrate, polyphenols, and sulfur compounds lose less muscle and hold on to more strength than those who eat the least. That is a big deal, not a tiny edge, a real difference. And if you stay with me, the last vegetable in this list may surprise you most because it is something many people throw away without even thinking twice. Before we move into the countdown, I want to set the tone clearly. This is not magic. This is not a shortcut. And, this is not a replacement for protein, walking, resistance work, good sleep, and enough calories. But it is a powerful missing layer. Think of muscle health like a house. Protein gives you bricks, exercise gives you the signal to build. But these vegetables help bring the workers, turn on the lights, clear the roads, and repair the damage. Without those steps, the bricks just sit there. That is why so many older adults say, "I'm eating more protein, but I still feel weaker." The body changes with age. Blood flow slows. Recovery signals become weaker. Muscle building switches become harder to turn on. The gut may absorb nutrients less efficiently. Stress hormones can stay elevated. Inflammation can stay low and steady for years. So, if your results have felt slow, that does not mean your body is done listening. It may simply mean it needs better signals. And that is what this script is about. 5 vegetables, ranked from powerful to exceptional. Each one helps a different part of the muscle loss puzzle. Each one has a smart way to prepare it. Each one gets even stronger when paired with the right food beside it. And I want you to hear this part carefully. What matters is not just what you eat. It is how you prepare it, when you eat it, and what you combine it with. Those details matter more than most people realize. So stay with me, because the difference between ordinary and effective can be one small step in the kitchen. The first one on this list is beetroot, and most people know it only as a colorful root vegetable. But for aging muscles, beetroot is really a circulation tool. It is rich in natural nitrate, and once you eat it, your body can convert that nitrate into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide helps your blood vessels relax and open up. That matters because your muscles need delivery, they need oxygen, they need amino acids, they need repair signals. And if blood flow is poor, even a great high-protein meal may not reach the muscle tissue as well as it should. Think of it like traffic on a narrow road. The supplies exist, but they arrive late. In older bodies, natural nitric oxide production tends to fall, and that means the delivery system weakens right when muscle tissue needs more help, not less. Studies in older adults have found that nitrate-rich foods like beetroot can improve blood flow to working muscles and make physical effort feel more efficient. That means muscles may do the same task with less strain. For someone over 60, that is not a minor benefit. That can mean walking farther, recovering faster, and getting more value from the movement you already do. The best approach is simple: about half a cup of roasted beetroot or a small serving of pure beet juice 4 to 5 times a week. Roast it instead of boiling it because boiling can pull much of the helpful nitrate out into the water. And if you want more impact, eat it about 90 minutes before activity, even if that activity is just a brisk walk or light home exercise. Here's the smart pairing: add vitamin C at the same time. A few strawberries, a little orange, or another vitamin C source can help the nitrate pathway work better. Simple move, strong payoff, and we are only getting started. Next comes spinach, and many people think about spinach as an iron food and then stop there. But for muscle health, that's only the beginning. Spinach contains plant compounds that may help activate key growth and repair signals inside muscle cells. Not in the dramatic way people talk about illegal performance drugs. Nothing like that. This is food. Real food. but the body still responds to it. These compounds appear to support pathways linked to muscle repair and preservation, especially when the aging body has become less responsive to normal muscle building signals that muscle fibers, the fibers that help with quick movement, balance, catching yourself when you trip, and staying steady when the ground is uneven. Those fibers often shrink faster with age, and that loss raises fall risk in a big way. Some long-term observations in older adults have linked frequent spinach intake with better preservation of these fibers and better physical function over time. That is why spinach belongs on this list. Not because it is trendy, because it does a specific job. The best way to use it is 2 cups fresh or 1 cup cooked around 5 times a week. Lightly cook it instead of boiling it heavily. A quick sauté works well. Too much boiling can drain away part of what makes it useful. And here's the part many people miss. Pair spinach with healthy fat. A spoon of olive oil, half an avocado, or a small handful of nuts can help the body absorb more of its helpful compounds. Without that fat, you may get only part of the benefit. So think of the olive oil not as decoration, but as part of the delivery system. If balance feels weaker than it used to, if steps feel less stable, if you have started reaching for walls or rails more often, do not ignore that. Your body may be asking for better support, and spinach can be one small but meaningful answer. Now let's talk about sweet potato, because this one surprises people. It has been treated for years like soft food, comfort food, or something plain and forgettable. But for older muscles, sweet potato can be quietly powerful. One reason is what aging does to mitochondria. These are the tiny energy factories inside your cells, including muscle cells. As the years go by, those energy factories often become less efficient. And when muscles do not have enough energy, they don't repair well, they don't recover well, they don't respond to exercise the same way. So even when a person is trying, progress can feel slow, heavy, and frustrating. Sweet potato helps because it is rich in beta-carotene, which the body can turn into vitamin A, and vitamin A helps support the pathways involved in mitochondrial function and renewal. In plain English, it helps support the energy system your muscles rely on to repair and rebuild. But that is only part of the story. Sweet potato also has something else going for it, especially when cooked and cooled. That process increases resistant starch, a type of starch that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And gut health matters far more to muscle than most people think. When the gut lining is not in good shape, nutrient signaling becomes less effective. Protein may be eaten, but the body may not respond as strongly. The repair message gets blurred. So, sweet potato helps from 2 directions at once: muscle energy and gut support. A great routine is 1 medium sweet potato about 4 times a week. Cook it, chill it overnight, then eat it cold or reheat it the next day. That one kitchen step can make a real difference. And for a strong pairing, combine it with a source of vitamin D, like salmon, sardines, or a supplement if that is part of your routine. Vitamin A and vitamin D work better when they are both present. Stay with me because the next 2 vegetables hit even deeper pathways. Broccoli is next, and this one may be the most misunderstood of the group because people often eat it in ways that destroy the very compound that makes it so useful. The key compound here is sulforaphane, a sulfur-rich substance that forms when broccoli is chopped or chewed. That detail matters. The activation begins when the plant is broken open. Once activated, sulforaphane may help reduce the activity of myostatin, a protein that acts like a brake on muscle growth. And as people age, that brake can feel like it is being pressed harder and harder. So even with more protein and more effort, muscle may not respond the way it once did. This is why broccoli deserves serious respect. It is not just a green side dish. It may help take the foot off the brake, but preparation changes everything. If you cook broccoli right away after cutting it, you can lose much of the benefit. A better method is this: chop it first, then let it sit for about 40 minutes before cooking. That rest time allows the helpful process to happen before heat weakens it. After that, steam it lightly for just a few minutes. Not mushy, not boiled to death, just enough to soften it. That is the sweet spot. A serving of 1 to 1.5 cups about 5 times a week is a strong target. And if you want to level it up, add a small sprinkle of mustard seed powder after cooking. That may sound unusual, but mustard seed contains an enzyme that can help restore and boost the broccoli's helpful compound. Tiny addition, big effect. So if someone says they eat broccoli but still do not notice much, the real question is this: how are they preparing it? Because with this vegetable, the kitchen method can be the difference between average and extraordinary. And yes, what comes next is the one most people never see coming. The final vegetable is not even a separate vegetable in the way most people think. It is beet greens. the leafy tops attached to fresh beets, and many people toss them out without a second thought. That is a mistake. Beet greens are different from the root, and for muscle health, they may be even more interesting. They are rich in betaine, a compound that supports methylation. That word may sound technical, but the idea is simple. Methylation is one of the body's ways of keeping repair instructions working properly. It helps cells manage key process tied to growth, recovery, and maintenance. In aging muscle, that repair system can become less efficient, and when that happens, the body may struggle to repair muscle tissue after activity, stress, or ordinary wear and tear. In simple terms, the message gets fuzzy. Betaine helps sharpen that message. It also appears to support satellite cells, the small repair cells that help muscles recover after damage. These cells matter more than most people know. When you walk more, lift something heavy, climb stairs, or do resistance exercise, those repair cells are part of what helps the muscle come back stronger. As people get older, that system often slows down. That is one reason muscles stop responding the way they used to. Beet greens help support that response. The best use is 1 to 1.5 cups cooked 4 to 5 times a week. Sauté them gently in olive oil with a couple of cloves of garlic for a few minutes. That is not just for flavor. Garlic may help calm the stress-related signals that push muscle toward breakdown. So together, they make a strong pair. And one more move makes them even better. Eat beet greens with a little protein in the same meal. It does not have to be huge. An egg, a spoon of tahini, beans, fish, yogurt, something simple. The greens help support the message. The protein gives the body material to act on that message. What makes these 5 foods so different is that each one works on a different weak point in the aging body. Beetroot helps blood flow. Spinach helps muscle signaling and fiber preservation. Sweet potato supports energy systems and gut health. Broccoli helps reduce muscle growth suppression. Beet greens help repair signaling and recovery support. And when you look at them together, the pattern becomes clear. Muscle loss after 60 is not caused by one thing. It is not just low protein. It is not just low activity. It is not just aging. It is a stack of changes happening at once. Delivery slows down, repair signals weaken, energy drops, the gut becomes less efficient, muscle cells become less responsive. Recovery takes longer. Inflammation hangs around. Stress breaks more down than the body rebuilds. So, the answer should never be one-dimensional. That is why so many people feel disappointed after trying one isolated fix. They were told one part of the truth, not the full picture. And when you understand that, your kitchen starts to look different. The plate becomes strategy, not just habit. The timing matters. The pairings matter. The preparation matters. This is where many people watching feel a real shift because suddenly the problem makes more sense. It was never that your body stopped trying. It was that the signals were weaker and the environment was less supportive. And if that sounds like you, then do not click away yet, because what matters most now is how to make this easy enough to follow in real life, not just inspiring enough to hear once and forget by tomorrow. So let's make it practical. Imagine 1 week. 4 or 5 days include roasted beetroot before a walk or exercise session. Most dinners include lightly cooked spinach with olive oil, or broccoli that was chopped early and steamed briefly, or beet greens sautéed with garlic. A few times that week, sweet potatoes cooked ahead, cooled, and used the next day. Protein is still there, but now it has support: eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, beans, chicken, tofu, whatever fits your life. The point is not perfection. The point is building a repeatable pattern. Older adults often do not need extreme plans. They need plans that are simple enough to keep doing. That is how real change happens. And here's something else worth saying clearly. You do not need to wait until weakness becomes severe before acting. If you notice slower walking, harder stairs, less balance, weaker grip, more soreness, more fatigue after normal tasks, or a general sense that your body has become less dependable, those are signals worth respecting. Do not brush them off. Muscle loss rarely announces itself all at once. It whispers first. Then it starts taking things: your confidence, your pace, your independence, your willingness to go out, your sense of strength in your own body. That is why small changes made early can matter so much. And if you are listening to this thinking, I already feel behind, hear me carefully. Behind does not mean finished. The body can still respond. Not overnight, not magically, but it can respond. Stay with me, because this next part may be the one that changes how you see your future. And I do not say that lightly. A lot of people over 60 have quietly accepted a story that was never fully true. The story says weakness is just the price of getting older. The story says shrinking muscles are unavoidable. The story says once strength starts going, it only goes one way. But the research does not support that hopeless version of aging. Yes, aging changes the body. Yes, building muscle becomes slower. Yes, recovery needs more help. But slower is not the same as impossible. As the body remains adaptable, muscle remains responsive, blood vessels still react, cells still repair, the gut can still improve, energy systems can still be supported, and nutrition still matters every single day. That is the big shift. You are not trying to become 25 again. You are trying to give the body the signals it can still use now. And when you do that consistently, the results can be more meaningful than people expect. More stable walking, better balance, easier recovery, less weakness after activity, more confidence using stairs, better posture, stronger grip, a little more endurance, a little more trust in your own body. Those gains matter. They are not cosmetic, they are life. They decide whether a person keeps doing things or slowly stops doing them. They decide whether someone participates or watches from the side. They decide independence. That is why this topic matters so deeply. It is not about vegetables in some vague, healthy eating way. It is about whether the body gets what it needs to keep showing up for your actual life. If this is making sense to you, then remember this line, because it matters. Your muscles are still listening. The question is what signals you are sending them every day. And there's one more reason this approach works so well. It does not ask you to depend on a miracle product, a complicated supplement stack, or some exhausting routine you will never maintain. It works with ordinary food, grocery store food, farmers, market food, kitchen counter food. That matters because the best plan is the one you can live with. You can roast beets on one day and use them across the week. You can chop broccoli earlier in the day and cook it later. You can keep spinach ready in the fridge. You can cook sweet potatoes in batches. You can buy fresh beets with the greens still attached and use both parts instead of wasting half the value. This is not about turning every meal into a science project. It is about using a few smart moves repeatedly until they become automatic. And once that happens, the results start stacking quietly. A little more blood flow here, a little less breakdown there, better muscle signaling, better recovery, better gut support, better energy use. The body notices patterns. It does not care whether a change sounds exciting. It cares whether it happens often enough to matter. That is the real power here. Consistency beats intensity when intensity disappears after 3 days. So, if you are someone who starts health plans and then loses steam, this may be your lane. Keep it simple, keep it steady, use the foods in rotation, pair them well, prepare them correctly, and then give your body time to answer. Because that answer often comes quietly at first. A little less fatigue, a little less wobble, a little more ease. Then one day you realize something that used to feel harder now feels possible again. So here's the message I want to leave with you. If muscle loss has been creeping into your life, do not treat it like a closed door. Treat it like a signal. Your body is not asking for surrender. It is asking for better support. The 5 vegetables in this script are not random. They each speak to one of the core reasons muscles weaken with age. They help the roadways. They help the signals. They help the energy. They help the gut. They help the repair system. And together, they create a better environment for the protein you eat and the movement you do to finally pay off more fully. Start with one if you need to, then add another, then build the pattern. Roasted beetroot before movement, spinach with olive oil, sweet potato cooked and cooled, broccoli chopped early and lightly steamed, beet greens sautéed with garlic and eaten with some protein. Nothing flashy, nothing extreme, just targeted choices made often enough to matter. And if one of these surprised you, that is good. Sometimes the most useful health information is not the loudest or trendiest. Sometimes it is the quiet thing that was sitting in front of you the whole time. If you made it this far, do not let this become another video you agree with and then forget. Use it. Try one change this week, then another next week. Keep going because it is not too late at 65. It is not too late at 72. It is not too late at 80. The body still responds to the right inputs. And yes, I want to say it one more time because this line deserves to stay with you after the video ends. Your muscles are still listening. Give them a reason to answer.